Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles make their first appearance on the Game Boy in this fun but woefully short action game. You can choose which turtle to play as, but they are all functionally identical. You have a basic attack, a jump kick, and when crouched you can throw ninja stars, though I found those to be mostly useless. The 4 turtles essentially act as your lives. They don't actually die, they get captured, and you can rescue them later on if you manage to unlock and beat a minigame. The controls are tight and responsive, if you play on an actual Game Boy. I used the Game Boy Player to capture this footage, and found the GCN controller to be a poor substitute. So if you must play this game on your TV, get the Game Boy to GameCube link cable so you can use your GBA as the controller. Or better yet, a Super Game Boy if you have one of those. The art style matches the original cartoon. The turtles themselves look nice, but the bosses are much larger and have a surprising level of detail. Most of the levels have pretty nice backgrounds as well. The sewer areas in the first level even have parallax scrolling for the water, but I think this is what causes these sections to be kind of jittery. The turtles normally move quite smoothly, but not in these sections. Now again, I have to specify that the game only looks smooth when played on the small screen. On a TV, all sections of the game look jittery. The cutscenes look really nice for the most part, being based directly on art made for the show. The exception is the cutscene at the end of level 2, which depicts the turtles as 20 feet tall. The sound is very good. In the first and last levels you will be treated to a nice 8-bit rendition of the classic Ninja Turtles theme song that really sets the tone. The sound effects are pretty good and mimic some of the sounds from the arcade games. You can tell that younger children were the target audience for this game. People talk about how easy games have become nowadays, but this game is nearly as easy as a YouTube walkthrough video. You get 4 lives, 1 for each turtle and no continues, but that's more than enough to get you through the game. With a little bit of practice, you can easily get through the game without dying. There are no difficulty settings. You can start the game from any of the 5 levels, but you can only see the full ending if you play through the game from the beginning. Princess Toadstool, April O'Neil, has been kidnapped once again, and the turtles have to rescue her. There is a little bit of story between levels, but it is just of the "now we need to go here" variety. Mutant animals, robots, an alien, and one guy wearing cheese graters on his arms hit each other with martial arts weapons and ray guns. The visuals and characters are true to the show. The only enemies I did not recognize from the show were the bats and robot fish. This is a big step up from the first NES game, which had very few recognizable characters. It appears to be based mostly on the first season of the show, since the Technodrome is still underground. Unfortunately, there are no levels based on the visit by the neutrinos or the time that Krang became a giant. But there is a level with trucks transporting Tetris blocks, which should have been in the show. Maybe there was a lost episode where the turtles find that Shredder is smuggling Tetris blocks from behind the Iron Curtain, and they track him down to Berlin, and then destroy the Berlin Wall by sliding one of the skinny blocks into it. Yeah, I'm gonna choose to believe that episode was going to happen, but was vetoed by Fox Kids because it was too political, and also because Fox cancels all the best stuff. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Fall of the Foot Clan is a fun game. It plays well and it looks good, but it is very short and very easy. If you are looking for a long, challenging game, then look elsewhere. Everyone else should check this game out. It would be especially good for children.